Hello and welcome to a Tuesday and welcome to Quad Radio. And today our guest, Thomas Brown from the Balance Racing Yamaha clan. And of course, from what I understand, he's actually got a lot going on this season. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But first and foremost, let's say hello and welcome to Thomas. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are y'all doing?
We're doing great, man. I know that I'm up here in Ohio. It's rainy and it's kind of gloomy. And I know that you're down in Florida, and I don't know what it's doing down there, but it's got to be a lot better down there than what it is up here right now, weather-wise.
Oh, for sure. It's beautiful out today. Sunny, high around just a little bit underneath 80, and going to be a good day. Should be a great riding day and a good day to go on a road bike ride and some runs.
Well, that's great. So you tell me that you've been down in Florida since basically, I guess, around Thanksgiving, man. Give me little details on what's been going on with T. Brown, man.
Oh, yeah, I left home right for Thanksgiving, had the big Thanksgiving dinner with the family and everybody. Really enjoyed my time home and time off, and got to hang out with the friends and family from home. Then hit the road, got down here to Florida, then staying up here at Brian Johnson's house in Tampa. He's been working out with me. He should be a forced direct was in the Pro-Am class this year. And got a good track going down here, and that was our main goal before I left for Christmas to go fly home and see the family again. But got a good track going, got a good program put in place, and working on getting everything going. Just putting kind of my own team together this year with T. Brown Yamaha, focusing on getting the right group of people around me. Obviously still with Bill Balance and the Balance Racing crew, but working on just running my own program, more to say, and having the good people in my corner.
How's that coming along for you? I imagine that there's a lot of excitement out in the industry for that.
Oh, yeah. It seems to be more and more common with people running their own stuff now, especially with, the factories and everything pulling out. But, Yamaha stood behind me for the last 5 years or so, and they've stepped up again to this year. And I'll tell you what, they want to win, and they're putting support behind me, and they're supporting my decisions. And they're ready to win. I'm ready to win. And, we put in a lot of good people. Brought moto experts back on. They're doing the motors full on. We're working hard with them to get them ready. And, Balance Racing and Owens, just getting the suspension dialed in. Just great people. And Jody stepped up from JB Racing. Huge. Just everybody stepping up, and we all got the same goals to win championship, win races, and improve the sport.
I know
think that's what all of our goals are, is just to get the sport bigger and better.
Yeah, and I think you're doing a great job of that. And another thing I think you're doing a great job of, man, is things are really starting to click for you there toward the end of the season as far as the ATV Motocross Championship goes.
Oh, yeah. The season definitely didn't start off as we wanted. A few problems and sent us way back in points and everything. Coming into the year, we almost had our first race win at Redbud. We got our first moto win there, and just clicked off a few podiums right there at the end, and things really started looking good. The program came around, and we stuck with a lot of stuff that we did at the end of the year going into this next season. So we come out swinging and start taking race wins from the beginning.
Wow, I can hear the smile in your voice, man. You seem to be pretty happy and pretty pumped for the 2012 season. That's great. And from what I'm hearing, didn't you race here a week or so ago down at Reddick or someplace? Sound like there was a few of you guys that got together and kind of brushed the rust off a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've actually done two of those SSQSA races, and the most recent one was down there in Reddick. It's an interesting format. We got 2 3-lap motos and then an 8-lap main. And man, 2 3-lap motos aren't my specialty. It's all about a start and a sprint. Neither one I'm good at, so it's good for me to work on that. And then the 8-lap, I ended up getting second behind Chad. Chad got on the Yamaha, is looking good on it. He got out front and had to work through a few people and got in second. And ran solid there. It was a good race, but a lot of good riders. Mark Maddle, Jeffrey Estrelli, Gibson's coming back on a Pro-Am. He's on that CRF Hybrid, which is a pretty quick bike. And then, me and Chad on the Yamahas, we were able to take 1-2 out there, made Chad's debut on the Yamaha look good, and I felt like we're getting ready for the season the right way.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That is some upbeat stuff and some upbeat news to hear you guys out there riding. And good to know that Chad still got the edge, especially after what happened to him last season, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's good to see him back on a bike. I don't think he's lost any time or speed or skill. He looks back at home. I guess kind of like riding a bicycle, but it's just really good to see him back on the bike, and he's happy, he's smiling, and it's a good thing to see. He scared us all when that happened. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know that it's one of those things when something like that happens, the entire industry just kind of steps back, takes a deep breath, and just kind of like in a little bit of shock for just a few moments.
Oh, I know completely. Whenever I got the phone call, me and Chad being so close, and Chad being at the top of his game, it affected me pretty good. When I got the phone call, people didn't know what's going on. We knew he broke his back and he was going into surgery. It was a scary moment for a lot of people, and I know that it hit a lot of the pro riders pretty tough because he's doing what we're doing, and we don't think it's going to happen to us every day. We know it could, but when it happens to somebody that just beat you at the last race, it's like it was a reality check for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine. And another thing, I'll tell you one good testimony is that his training really paid off there, all the hard work that he does, because, I think the average individual that would have been in an incident like that, it would have taken its toll a lot more than what it did on Chad or someone in Chad's physical conditioning, I think.
Oh, for sure. It had to help out, him working out and being in shape before it happened helped him recover quicker. And then I'll tell you what, it wasn't but a month or two after I was actually at his place getting ready for Red Bud and Loretta's, and he was out there trying to run stairs, walking stairs, just every day pushing himself as hard as he could. You could tell then that he was going to come back, and he was going to come back strong.
That's pretty amazing. Now, I understand that with the excitement and the momentum that you got rolling out of the 2011 season and what you got heading into the 2012 season, that you got some pretty cool stuff coming up, man. You're out there basically back to the basics yourself, trying to train and focus yourself on winning a champion. And sounds to me like that got you thinking a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I was down there with Taylor, and we were riding, and we were talking. We did a couple of riding schools, the balance riding schools throughout the year last year. And doing those schools, it not only helps the students, it helps yourself, too. It takes you back to the little things to focus on again. And we were talking. We decided, it'd be good for us, and it'd be good to help some people out while we're down in Florida and have a few months off for our first race. And we decided to throw a little MX and XC riding school together we got coming up this weekend. Should be really good. We got Taylor and Walker doing XC and myself doing motocross. Great place down there near Fort Meade, Florida. It's Dirty Foot Adventures. I've been out there a few times. They have everything we need to put a good riding school on and get ourselves back to the basics and help a few students out and hopefully have a good weekend and a good day.
Details, my friend. How do we sign up? I mean, I'm a rider. I mean, what do I have to be? Do I have to be a certain skill level or anything like that? Do I have to be a certain age? How do I get a hold of you? How much does it cost?
Oh, it's for everybody from mini bikes to advanced riders. It can help out everybody. You can go to tbrown84.com. You go to the press page. There's a press release on it, and there's a PayPal pre-registry button. It's $250 for Saturday, the one-day school. We provide lunch. It starts at 8, ends at 4. We go nonstop. Provide lunch, like I said, and we'll have a little meeting after lunch, let everybody's food digest, and then get back after it.
What kind of
$250 for the pre-registry, and then $275 if you just want to show up at the gate. But it should be a great day out there, and just go to tbrown84.com and go to the press page. Have all the info there.
Oh, that sounds great, Thomas. And now, just out of curiosity, what kind of things are you going to be covering?
Oh, we'll be, I know on the motocross side, I'm going to be covering carrying speed through corners, carrying speed through jumps, really focus on choosing lines and race conditions, work on some whoops. And then I know on the XC side, I just talked to Taylor this morning. He's going to be working on choosing lines ahead of you in the woods, making sure that you're prepared for what's coming up, carrying speed through corners as well. And then he said even working in the rough sections they have to offer there to make sure everybody's ready for that GNCC series.
Wow, sounds like if you're an ATV rider, whether you're motocross, whether you're off-road, this could be a very beneficial day or weekend of riding for you.
Oh, for sure. 30-foot Ventures is open Saturday and Sunday. We're just doing a Saturday school out there. But encourage everybody to hang around the area and then ride again Sunday. But it should be a great school on Saturday. We plan to hit a lot of areas and really get in depth with everything. Teach everybody what we learned coming through and make sure everybody has a good time.
Man, it sounds like it. Hey, I got one question for you. I know that a lot of the GNCC guys like to cross-train and basically do motocross and do motos to try to work on their endurance and things like that. Are there any benefits for someone like yourself, a motocrosser, to utilize ATV GNCC racing or off-road racing in any way, shape, or form? Does cross-training help you guys out from the motocross end, I guess, is the question I'm trying to ask?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I did a lot of it last year, and I believe it helped me out quite a bit. It teaches you to relax a little bit in your motos and really look for the little things. Phil worked on that with me for a lot, and just riding woods. And anytime you're on the bike, it's seat time, but being out there and bombing through some trees and doing a little bit longer motos will get your endurance up. It'll make you look for the little things in the corners and make sure you hit your lines perfect because motocross track, you got 20 foot. Woods, you only got about 5 foot, and you got to hit that spot pretty close.
Yeah, so I can see where it'd be very beneficial. So, are we expecting to see you out at any GNCCs this season?
I wouldn't count it out. I promise you that it won't be before the season or during the season. May see me hit a few afterwards. I want to go out there and concentrate on motocross for the first part, and then after that, I might start trying to get a little woods racing in. But I'm just going for that 2012 championship on the motocross side, and hopefully bring that home to the T. Brown Yamaha team.
I'll tell you, that sounds good, and I like the goals you have set for yourself this year, Thomas, and I want to wish you a good rest of the day and a good rest of the off season, but I'm sure we'll be talking more, and again, good luck with the school this weekend. That's T. Brown 84, right?
Yep, tbrown84.com. Go to the press page on there, and pre-register while you're up there. Check it out. You can also check me out on Twitter at ThomasBrown84, and then on Facebook, facebook.com, tbrown84. It's all pretty good. I keep everything up to date, and you can follow me what I'm doing from day to day, almost hour to hour.
Sounds great, man. It's been great talking today. Thanks a lot for everything.
Well, I appreciate it. You have a good one, too.
All righty. That's Thomas Brown. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.